Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Healthy Body, Healthy Brain by A.T. Pratt. This is one of the comics I picked up at Small Press Expo 2023, and it really stood out to me, not necessarily because of the art, but what's inside, and I'm going to get to that in a second. So for those who don't know, Small Press Expo is, I think, one of the coolest conventions there are every year. It is tons of indie creators. You can see a lot of it do-it-yourself, self-published stuff, which is really cool. And there's also, bigger publishers as well. So it really runs the gamut of, I've jokingly said, is everything from like hardback, highly thought out, really impressive, expensive comic books to like ones that have been printed on someone's Xerox machine. Like it really runs. It's a wide variety of comics, and I think that is pretty awesome. So what stood out to me about this is what's inside, and I'm going to get to that in a second. Like the story itself it kind of reminds me a little bit of the old school health ads in comics. So it's not really a story so much, but just talking about getting healthy and working out and doing some crazy stuff like that. But really what stood out about Pratt's work is this. So he gets in the middle, and you can already see it pops up, right? There's a cool pop-up section, and that. This is unreal, beautiful, and so unique and so really cool about comics. And this is the type of thing I love finding at Small Press Expo. You don't see this type of stuff in comic shops. Obviously, publishers, mainstream comic publishers aren't putting out stuff like this. This is just not comics that are, in comic shops, unfortunately. So to me, I think this is really cool and shows off the creativity that you can get in comics at Small Press Expo. And this was, interesting enough, was like one of the less intricate ones that Pratt has done in comics. There's one that was like multi-level, just multi-layered, like I can't even describe it. So impressive, so absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, I was on a budget, so couldn't grab it and show it off, but it was crazy. It was one of those that made you stop and check out. And this isn't the only example of like 3D comics that were at Small Press Expo. And I don't know if 3D comics is the right way to call it, but like whatever you want to call this. There were others as well. So like there are creators doing amazing things. And that's part of the reason I really like Small Press Expos. You find stuff like this, but you find a lot more creators willing to break out of the norm of what we see published by the main publishers week in and week out. You're able to find comics like this, and there's one that I remember was like an Infinite Scroll comic that I've got somewhere. There's really cool stuff you can do with physical comics that just aren't really being done with mainstream publishing. And I think that's, again, what's great about Small Press Expo, and really why I wanted to show this off, because I thought it was just so cool and so different as far as a release. So bravo! This is what I like to see at Small Press Expo. You can get yours. We will have a link to A.T. Pratt's stuff on a line underneath this. I don't know if you can get this at comic shops, so just go directly to Pratt's site and go get it. And yeah, we'll obviously have a lot more coverage of Small Press Expo. There's way more comics that we need to review, as well as Baltimore Comic Con. As well, we've got some stuff from there. So as always, if you want the really cool indie comics coverage, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.